I got up and your girl is like clockwork. I had to go tinkle, and after I tinkle, I be butt naked and I weigh myself. And as from Monday until today, if you watched yesterday, you remember I talked about I had a lot of inflammation last week. When I think of inflammation, I also think of water weight. Okay, so between Monday morning and this morning, I am down almost 8 pounds, but it's water weight, y'all. Don't get too excited. I expected that, and I'm going to talk a little bit about how I did that on this morning's live. And we are going to go ahead and clean. Remember I told y'all I had some grapes? We're going to go ahead and first wash my hands. And we're going to get those grapes prepped and ready for me to be able to reach in the bag and eat at any time. So yesterday, if you didn't check it out, you can go check it out on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook. I made celery juice. It's got celery, pineapple, apple, and cucumber in there. Matter of fact, let's pour some of that up. Let's make a nice morning cocktail. Get some icy ice. I'm going to use some frozen pineapple for ice. You probably saw me get this in the baggie yesterday on my live. I'm going to add just a little bit more ice too. I like putting a pineapple in there because it's got the enzymes and it gives it some nice flavor to it. Now, one of the things I do have to invest in by summer, because your girl lives right by a beach and down by the lake. So y'all know Aquarius, I gotta be near the water. And I'm gonna be pouring up some mocktails and maybe some cocktails too, so I gotta get a muddler. So we're gonna go ahead. And that looks like a good amount right there. I don't know why this is leaking. I'm gonna tighten that up. Remember yesterday I said it did taste good. It just needed to be a little cooler. So drink up, drink up, drink up. This is part of how I got that water weight off though, okay? Is the celery juice. I said I was going more alkaline this week. I have not had meat since Monday. This is day 3. Meatless. I am not a vegan. I am not trying to be a vegan, not now nor ever. But what I will do is from time to time do exactly what I'm doing right now, which is reset. I'm resetting everything, okay? I'm resetting everything, and I will reintroduce probably some chicken breast and things like that tomorrow. I have these bananas over here. They're not quite how I like them, but they're getting there. One more day and some are going in the freezer for smoothies. So good. That apple and pineapple just really give it. It still has that very celery flavor, which I just, it's grown on me. It doesn't bother me. Brain freeze. Oh my God, brain freeze, brain freeze, brain freeze. Okay, so let's get these grapes in here. And we're gonna fill this with water and sprinkle baking soda over it. I don't know if you can see me. So just fill that with water. I'm going to fill it with baking soda. And then I am going to put it in the Ziploc. But I'm going to wrap it in paper towel first. Because I slacked off, y'all. It was, January is just really a weird month for me always, even though it's my birthday month. So I got to get the containers for the refrigerator, the glass containers, and that for all my stuffs. Okay? So we'll sprinkle some baking soda over it, and then this is how much vinegar I use. That I buy the big thing like this. My grandbaby was here and she's like, water, no baby, you do not want to drink that. That is not water. And I love when it starts to fizz. That's how I know it's cleaning. Like OxyClean. That did seem like a lot, but it really wasn't. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. So get all that residue and nastiness and all that off of there. I love these little mason jars. I keep lots of things in here. So, okay. So, morning routine. While we talk, we'll go ahead and get to spooning. So, okay. So the water weight, the alkalinity, the no meat, no sugar, no dairy, just fruits and veggies since for the last 2 days. And we're going to roll with that again today. But I did have some oatmeal yesterday. That's not meat, so that's okay. So I did have some oatmeal with protein powder and collagen, just because I got to keep that up, and that's how I don't get hungry, right? But what is this contraption that I have on? So let's talk about the contraption, because this is from pre-panorama, right? This is I think this came from Amazon. I'm a big fan of neoprene. In fact, I got to get some more of the pants, the shorts, to really, because it's thermogenic, so it heats up and it helps burn fat, right? So it's the same material as like scuba stuff, the stuff they wear when they go underwater scuba diving. And so sometimes I even like spray a little bit just to, get that sweat going, because you really want to sweat underneath there. And so for these arms, we need these, okay? And then it's also one for the waist. And then on top of it, I got my Groupon waist trainer. So, but here's the thing, okay? This is why, listen, let me tell you. You might look at me and you might be like, well, does it really work? Okay, if I showed you pictures of me from last year, which I should have had available to put on the screen and show you, but next time, you can always go back through my timeline. And on Instagram, there's a pinned post. On Facebook, there's the pinned post. You can see the before and after from just August. In August, I had lost a good 30, 40 pounds, right? 30, 35 pounds, right? And so if you could see that difference, then you will know. And the other thing is, I could not wear this at least a year plus ago. I could not wear this. It hurt. It just would not stay on. And I have it on just a little uncomfortably, because I think it's what's supposed to be, is a little bit uncomfortable, And so we've got this on, and look at that. Ain't no bra. That's just me. Look at that. So we're going to get this fupa. We're going to get this almost 50-year-old fupa. We're going to get it snatched, okay? We're going to get her snatched, okay? So how we get her snatched is the liquid lipo. You got to get this. This one girl calls it snatch sauce. You have got to get this. And the next thing I'm adding is the body firming foam for these, even though mine don't look as bad as a lot of people's, but we need the body firming foam for that, okay? Same with the fupa and the thighs and the knees, because I do not want my knees looking like how some other people that we may know knees look. And I love them, so, we ain't gonna go there. And burn, okay? Fire, dame la gasolina. This is the gas, right? This is your this is your fat storage inhibitor. This is going to block the fat cells, right? This is going to help you metabolize that fat, that stubborn belly fat. This is your metabolism booster, okay? you burn like 20% more calories, I think I read on the website. Don't quote me. We can always go fact check that on the website. 20% more calories. So duh, why wouldn't I? I take 2 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon. They say take 1 with each meal, but the girl that I originally found on YouTube said take 2 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon. And I wasn't quite too sure because sometimes your girl gets a little jittery with things like this. So I started with 1 and worked my way to 2, and we're good with 2 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon. So we're going to go ahead. Nice celery juice burp. And take those. Now, this also helped take that water weight down, okay? This is the Optipack. You got 30 bio something or other. And you can find all that technical stuff on the website, but you got 30 nutrients in just the multivitamin alone, I think, plus the adaptogen and the vitality complex. And you got the omega. For one, the number one reason I take this aside from foundational health is stress is my enemy. I am a type A driven personality. So stress is my enemy because stress increases cortisol, and that generates leptin resistance and all this other technical stuff that I'm smart, but that ain't my wheelhouse. That is not my ministry, right? Science is not my ministry. Marketing is, okay? I'm pretty much a marketing genius, a marketing, whatever. But like science and all that just ain't. So don't quote me on it. We can go on the website, right? This actually helps with memory. It helps with cognition. It helps with the stress. And that helps keep the cortisol at bay, because that's where if you get rotund, you get heavy up in here, you probably have a cortisol issue, and you need something to help you manage that cortisol. And that's why I love this antioxidant adaptogen, because it's got the Shishandra in there, it's got ashwagandha and one other one. And so this weekend, we are launching the Project 23. It doesn't even have a name, but it's all about helping you balance your hormones, right? Because your hormones play such a huge, huge part in your overall health, your overall well-being, your overall state of mind, your overall emotional health, your overall, and if it does all that, that too is going to impact your spiritual health. It is, as well as your physical health, right? Because your hormones are what make things pop off and do what they're supposed to do, or pop off and do what they ain't supposed to do. Like your girl in the panorama going off on DoorDash about her meals. Like, yeah, I remember sitting there one time, like, embarrassed at how I had just cussed that man out. Like, it was like, when you talk rage and menopause, I'm very excited for these products to be launching and add it to this, along with the Trebiotic, the lean body system, and just really, I'm looking at myself in the camera right now, like, girl, us done came a long way. We done really came a long way. Look, we didn't look like this in a minute, okay? So, this is also going to help with inflammation, because these red ones are your omegas, your omega-3, and it's got the krill oil in there, so you're getting more antioxidant with the astaxanthin. And astaxanthin is actually also very good for your heart, for your cardiovascular, as well as respiratory. So I'm really excited. I've been taking these. I love it. In fact, I think this is my last pack until my shipment comes, and I just ordered. And usually it ships really fast, but I know we're gearing up for some other things, so I'm being patient. But I'm gonna need another pack real soon, Asma. Like tomorrow, I'm gonna need another pack. So we'll take our omegas, your omega-3s and your omega-6s are definitely gonna help fight inflammation, right? You're gonna get inflammation benefit from the adaptogens as well, along with some of the nutrients that are in the multi-mineral and the Vitality Complex. I think the Vitality Complex also really targets inflammation. So remember I said pineapple? Pineapple helps with inflammation. The bromelain, right? The enzymes, that's going to help. And there's also some of that, remember, from yesterday? I keep saying remember, I need to stop. In the Vitality Complex with the enzymes, so you're going to get better digestion. And when you have better digestion, you're going to be less bloated. And that, too, is going to help with the digestion. And one of the great benefits of the celery juice is, like I told y'all, it really gets things moving, right? It really gets things moving. And I mean, I wasn't like in pain or like on the toilet all day yesterday, but there was definitely water weight coming off. Let's just say that water weight was coming off in more than one way, but it's all good. Like, I mean, I'm happy to be back where I'm supposed to be and now continue my journey. Because I could even see it in the video yesterday, like my face and my stomach. It was just like, oh, girl, you was not representing your products real well today, and it's not their fault. My inflammation was just really off the roof last week because I started actually coming down with a sinus infection. It's really what triggered it, right? And so that's why I'm also like, you need to get back to your smoothies, your celery juice, your ginger and turmeric, because those things, when you fight inflammation, that really helps stop the sinus infections and things like that. And I bought a saline rinse. I'm not quite neti pot. I don't know about all that. But I got the saline spray for my nose so that I can really keep that clean. And because it was really causing facial inflammation, and I could even feel it in my jaw and my throat. And yeah, I mean, I was even coughing up loogies yesterday because, again, just resetting and just going more alkaline to flush all of that out. And like 80% of your immunity, don't quote me on that, rests in your gut, girl. It's in your gut. So you got to clean that gut out. You got to get that gut balanced and right. So my my Activate cleanse will be in another week or so. And, but in the meantime, I got that celery juice and really, and I also added watermelon to that celery juice. So again, that's more potassium, that's more anti-inflammatory, and really flush all that out. And I look better and feel better today. Still a little puffy, but it is coming down. So I'll probably do some lymphatic drainage with my facial roller and some dry brushing. It's so cute. My little Callie knows about dry brushing, and she dry brushes, and she's only going on 3 in May. I love the impact, the influence I have with these grandbabies. So that is how we did that. So let's go ahead and roll through, pop these other 6 pills. Now, I know some of y'all are like, well, that's a lot of pills. You know what? I got an auntie that got like a whole 3-drawer storage cart in the bathroom full of pills, right? And I'm not knocking my auntie. I'm just saying, when you know better, you do better. And I look at that and I'm like, I don't want that to be me. So I'd rather take these few pills than have a whole storage cart drawer full. And I don't want to be taking shots either. I don't want to be injecting anything. So here we are. One thing I will say about the pills, though, I have to be careful, because one day, girl, one got stuck in there and it was like the wrong way. Ooh, that was not nice. So I would much rather drink them. However, it ain't an option, because these are bioavailable and bio something, and they're all integrated. They're everything is designed to work synergistically together, which I think is incredible. It's absolutely awesome. Before I go, I want to quickly manifestation, right? Because I watched my girl Amanda Francis. She did her Money Queen live, right? And she was talking something about mailbox money and expecting money in the mail. And I was like, I really never even think about that, expecting money in the mail, money to be in my mailbox, because, and that's what she was talking about, people who are like me. We're like, well, we don't really, like, I check my mail like twice a month, right? And I just checked it over the weekend, I think, and it sat there until yesterday, and I started to go through it because I didn't like the pile. So like, this shit gotta go. Like, I gotta clean this up, right? So I started going through it, and there's an envelope, and in that envelope is a $5 bill. After I just watched Amanda, and she's telling me you need to still expect money in the mail, expect checks in the mail, money in the mail. And there was literally $5 in cash in there. And there was this other thing, like if I take a survey or something, I get a $10 gift card. Is it $1 million? No. But this is going right in my little grandkids' Pokino stash. So the next time the family gets together and we play Pokino, I can go and get some quarters or, change with somebody. And we got our little Pokino stash here with the $5 that came in the mailbox that I was not expecting, and just magically appeared there, right? So, manifestation is real. That's all I'm going to tell you. What you think about, you bring about. So make sure you are thinking the right things, and everything will fall into place. That's one of my big things this year, is I am worried less about working hard and even working. I'm more worried about, not worried, I'm more focused on, I'm more intentional about the inside, the personal development, the alchemy, the brain washing to do to myself to believe the things that I desire most are actually capable for me. Because so many of us, the reason we have all that belly fat and all that cortisol and that stress going on is because we are at war with ourselves, because we are listening to what everybody else tells us our life should be, what everybody else says our life should be about our looks. Everybody else is determining if we're pretty or not, if our wig is right or not, if this or that. Everybody else got something to say about it, and we're at war with ourselves because you might like the wig, but somebody else might not like it, right? And so you still wear the wig if you like it, and you tune everybody else out, but that takes a lot of internal work in order to be able to do that. And when we don't, for some of us, especially based on body shape and chemistry, it tends to all sit around in the middle of our body when we are at war with ourselves, because we're getting conflicting messages from everybody else that conflict with what we internally know to believe in and hold true. And we have to learn to not be at war, be at peace with, and set boundaries with, okay, that might be what you think, but you keep that thought to yourself. Over here, this is what I know to be true and believe, and this is what I'm doing. And if you love me, cheer me on, or be silent, or get out of my peripheral. Okay? Because when you are in my peripheral, you're messing up my focus, you're messing up my body chemistry, you got my body firing off all kinds of hormones in fight or flight when I just need to be at peace. Ooh, child. What did I just say? That was a mouthful right there. Okay? But manifest. If you can believe it, you can achieve it. You have to spend your 30 minutes a day in your personal development. I was in my 30 minutes a day with my girl Amanda Francis. And by the way, the $5 came attached to a $20 check that is going to be mailed to me, right? So it's $25 plus a $10 gift card that were in my mailbox. All I had to do was believe that they were there, and poof, they were there, right? I know it sounds woo-woo to some of y'all, and it's like, but you have to take action, girl. Yes, I am willing to do my part. I get up and I do my part. Me doing this live right now is me doing my part, okay? It is me doing my part. I am one of the hardest working people I know. However, my hard work today looks a lot different than my hard work did 10 years ago, 15 years ago, right? That hard work nearly 15 years ago almost killed me, right? Almost killed me, right? And so the hard work today is the hard work, the shadow work, the internal work, the journaling, the introspection, the questioning. Why do you believe that? Who said that is true? Who said it has to be that way? That might be true for them, but that's not what we doing over here, right? Like, okay, I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna go, because I followed this account on Instagram. I can't think of the name of the account. No, it was actually Portia Williams, her account on Instagram, and she was on, not the Shade Room, but with the Charlemagne the Great and the show Angela Yee and all of them. She was co-hosting with the fellas, and she was saying, the question came up about, is she wifey if she likes to be peed on in relation to Carisha Miami, right? And she's like, look, don't listen to what all these people, I'm paraphrasing here, don't listen to what all these people on these podcasts are saying, right? At the end of the day, you be you, you love you, and that's going to attract the man that loves you for you. Regardless of all that, whatever is in your past ain't gonna matter. It ain't gonna matter. Your financial situation ain't gonna matter. If anything, it'll be a bonus, but it ain't gonna matter. Your wig, your hair, none of that. And when that man sees you, sees your heart, sees you for who you are, ooh, he gonna fall in love with that. And then the rest of that, y'all can work together and take care of that if it's really an issue. But chances are it's not. No matter your size, your height, your weight, your hair color, your eye color, there is somebody who is going to love you for you, and all that other stuff. What, like they say, one man's garbage is another man's treasure. Just like that. Same with a man, right? So that's all I have for today. And just be happy, be grateful. There's so much power in gratitude. Gratitude really can turn things around in a very, very short time span. Like when I look at what I accomplished last month in February, a short month, and it's not the worst month, business wise, but it's not necessarily usually the greatest month either. So really excited and really proud of myself for being willing to do the work and doing the work, but you got to first ask for guidance. Okay. So I'm going to go now. I will talk to y'all later. Bye.